What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today is going to be an interesting video. It's going to be a different kind of video, kind of like it's about to be about Pokemon, of course, but why every Pokemon investor that's an actual investor is going to be wealthy. Why do I say that? Okay, give me a second. You're probably thinking like, wait, what are you talking about? Okay, let me first go over what I believe an actual Pokemon investor actually is. That's where we got to start at first. Okay, so a Pokemon investor is somebody that continually buys products, that holds them, does not worry about no downturns, does not worry about anything bad thing happening. They just buy products, hold them for 2 to 3 to 4 years, long-term period. They don't worry about short-term gains or anything like that. They don't worry about nothing of that. They worry about the long-term perspective on what's going to happen with everything. They buy every single set. They buy decent amount of every single set. They don't look back. They just buy it and keep it moving forward. You know what I mean? Like that. They know, they hold, they don't sell in times when people are getting scared. They're like, they don't have paper hands, whatever you want to call that. You know, paper hands. They just buy and hold. There's actual investors. You mean like that? Okay, so that's what I feel like an actual Pokemon investor actually is, because I know a lot of people say they're Pokemon investors, but a lot of people buy these products for, I don't know, maybe like 1 or 2 months and sell them. They're quick flippers. They want to get quick money and stuff like that. That's not, to me, I don't consider that an investor. If you don't hold these if you don't have the mindset of holding these from a long-term perspective whenever you buy these, I understand when they start going, like, let's say they go fast, really fast, and you kind of sell them. That's, you know what I mean, that's a whole kind of different thing. You know what I mean? I can kind of understand that point right there. But most of the time, in general, in a normal market, so I'm talking about a normal market, you buy the product and you just expect to hold it for a long period of time, and you don't worry about gains for the next year or 2 or years. 2 or 3 years. Okay, that's what I believe a Pokemon investor actually is. Okay, now let me get to the concept of why I believe a Pokemon investors are going to be wealthy. Okay, so if you have that thought process, this all really depends, and it really all comes back to the thought process that you are having. You see what I'm saying? You're buying these booster boxes, you're not worried about no price, you're not worried about anything else, and you're just buying them and going on. You mean like that? You're buying them and just looking at long term. Because what that mindset kind of really, like, it evolves into other different hobbies and other different aspects of your life and different kind of investments. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's say you go into the stock market, you have the same kind of mindset. You go into housing, whatever kind of investment ways you go the different ways. What I would suggest first is go into different kind of investing things if you can. Don't go solely all into Pokemon. If you really truly believe in Pokemon, you can go all into it, but it's nice to get different, diversified, and go into different investments and stuff like that. The way you can do it, I do it myself. You know what I mean? It's very good and it's very healthy. You know what I mean? Because if you are, like I said, if you're an actual Pokemon investor and you know what you're doing, you can succeed in all types of investments. It's all kind of the same thing. It all comes back to the same thing: making sure just buying the right thing, buying that. Let's say, for example, with stocks and stuff like that, buying the S&P 500, just buying it, holding it for a long period of time, continually purchasing it. Does not matter what the price or anything like that. Give it over time. Give it years. Give it 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 years. That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? You have that mindset when you're actual Pokemon investor, you have a long-term mindset. You're not worried about no downtrends. You're not worried about this, that, and the other. You're not one of those people like, oh, worried about something when bad things happen. That is where people really fail at investing in general. People fail when they are kind of worried about short-term gains, and they're worried about short-term kind of things that come out in it. You know what I mean? Like that. If you look at, if you look at like the top 10, 15, 20, 50, 60 people, wealthiest people in the world, like I said, look how long they've been in the kind of atmosphere they've been in, and look how long it took them to get where they're at. You see what I'm saying? Warren Buffett, for example, when he turned 59 or 69, I think, he made literally half of the money he's made his whole entire life. You see what I'm saying? From that point on, like, I think 69, he made like 99% of his money after that, like what his actual net worth is. You see what I'm saying? Like, it takes a long period of time to actually succeed in different things. So if you're willing to have that mindset to be in this and be not worry about short-term things and worry about long-term, you can really succeed in investing. And it kind of goes into different aspects of your life where you kind of have that mindset being like, oh, I'm more of a long-term kind of outlook and stuff like that. And once you start succeeding and start getting those returns and actually start getting investments that work out, you just keep doing it and keep rolling it over and over and over, and you keep growing the snowball. And once you get 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 years, you can look back and be like, wow, what did I just do? You see what I'm saying? Like, you have a massive nest egg because you've continued with the process. You didn't listen to outside noise. You did the right thing. You didn't sell out when everybody was saying sell out, because in the long term, this stuff's going to go up regardless. You see what I'm saying? If you look back, every single thing, especially, I'm going to say like the Pokemon space right here. Pokemon and stocks are kind of a different story, but that's why you just buy this S&P 500 and stuff like that. But Pokemon products, these Pokemon products are a limited amount of supply. People open them every single day. It's a supply and demand, and people love this hobby and love the cards in general. So it is something that always people are going to come back to, regardless of what the prices are and stuff like that, or what's going on in the world or anything like that. People love Pokemon. Pokemon is one of the strongest brands out there. Pokemon has done what they've done right. That is why this sub hobby is so strong. Pokemon knows what they're doing. They would never kill their brand like intentionally. You know what I mean? Like, they never, one day maybe it could happen, maybe potentially, but they literally had a whole leak of Pokemon doing something, you know what I mean, that crazy stuff. And look what Pokemon's still strong. You know what I mean? Like, Pokemon, I mean, there's always something that could kill Pokemon, but Pokemon is so diversified in different kind of aspects that over long periods of time, it's going to work out just buying and holding, and just whenever you want to take some gains sometimes, do it. You mean like that? Because of course you have to take gains eventually. I mean, if you want to kind of, let's say you bought a box, let's say you were in the X and Y area, you're probably taking gains right now because you've already made 600-700% on your money within the last 8 or 9 years. So you're wanting to put that into different products and get more gains because you're more of a long-term person. You see what I'm saying? The main thing really is what you kind of learn really is, it's not just investing in the Pokemon, it's the mindset you have being an actual investor. Being an actual investor is where you're really going to succeed in life in general. That's where you can succeed in the Pokemon cards, where you can succeed into other different aspects of investing. You already, like, you being a Pokemon investor, you are going to learn different kind of, it's all Pokemon investing in general is all kind of the same concept, and it's all the same thing. It's all kind of the same principles. It always is. Different markets and stuff like that, you're dealing with different things. Like this, you're dealing with Pokemon cards. Stocks, you're dealing with businesses. Real estate, you're dealing with houses and everything like that. You have different kind of, there's different markets and stuff like that. But once you understand the markets and over time they work out, it's gonna work out. You see what I'm saying? Like, so if you, as long as you stick with it long term, it's gonna work out. So you're learning that in with Pokemon. You see what I'm saying? You're learning that mental game. It's all a mental game. Honestly, it always is. You see what I'm saying? People talk about the short term. I talk about the short term. You know what I mean? That's because I enjoy looking at it. I don't really be like, oh, I'm going to sell my boxes. I mean, Surging Sparks, I was a little like, maybe, you know what I mean? Because I want to take some profits and go more into Prismatic Evolutions. That's why I was saying those kind of things, because I've seen better gains somewhere else. You see what I'm saying? So you have to kind of, you learn, being an investor in general, you learn different aspects of life and different investing things that you can use. So you can take this into, okay, let's say you don't stick in the Pokemon hobby forever. Let's say you get out of the Pokemon hobby. You stick with those investing principles. You are wanting to grow wealth for yourself. You stick with those principles that you've learned from investing, actual investing, not what these people call buying and flipping and doing like that. No, actual investing, buying and holding for a long period of time. You're going to take those principles that you learned with Pokemon investing and go to other things, and go to stocks, go to real estate. There's other investments you can make besides Pokemon. Pokemon's not the only thing out there. We all have to invest into something. We all don't want to work forever. We all don't want to be working our jobs for the rest of our life. You know what I mean? Like, some people get lucky and they're able to do what they love for the rest of their life. You know what I mean? Like that. I would love to do like this YouTube thing for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Like that. I'd love this. I really enjoy making videos every single day. Like, it's really, really fun to me. I actually like enjoy it. Why do you think I make this so much? Like, I told myself whenever I found something that I love, I'd go all in on it, and I've gone all in on it. I really have, because I enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like that. That's just me though. What you mean? Like, there's different kind of aspects you just learn from investing. So if people tell you, and at the same time with investing, I can tell you this, you're going to hear a lot of people, when you actually start becoming a successful investor and actually start growing some wealth for yourself, you're going to hear a lot of outside noise. I mean, a lot of outside noise. Don't let nobody bother you. Don't let nothing to do with you. Like, don't let nobody take you down or kind of make you feel bad about it, because you want to create something for yourself. You mean like that? Some people don't want to do this at all. So a lot of people I know don't want to become investors at all, which, I mean, you would do what you want to do. I love this. I love being an investor. It's so fun to me. I don't like the material aspect. I don't like the money. I mean, money is nice, of course, but like, I like the game. It's a game to me. I understand the game, and I've studied it so much in different kind of atmospheres and different kind of things and different segments of investing, like stocks, real estate. I'm mainly in stocks and Pokemon and kind of stuff like that. I'm starting to try to get more into real estate, but that's going to be down the road and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But you learn from different, if you start investing, that is why I feel like a lot of people kind of give bad to Pokemon investing, but Pokemon investing is good because at least you're investing. At least you have that thought process that you want to better yourself. You want to grow your wealth. Yeah, I mean, like that, people can bash you for it, but why are they going to bash you for it? They have to find some investments themselves. Like, people don't want to just live paycheck to paycheck every day. You know what I mean? Like that, you want to start growing your wealth over time. And being an investor, that's what you do. That's what your whole goal is to grow your wealth over time. So Pokemon investing is kind of, I feel like, a big starting point for people. You see what I'm saying? Like, one big thing that really kind of opened my eyes to this and really made me excited, when I went to Card Party, there was a 15, 16-year-old just buying and flipping Pokemon cards. Like, I mean, yeah, this was the flipping side of it, but he said, yeah, I'm growing this so I can buy some sealed product and actually invest into it and I can hold it. I'm like, wait, what are you doing? Like, wait, what? You see what I'm saying? Like, you learn these things. People that weren't going to invest into other different asset classes, they're investing into Pokemon. So whenever they get out of Pokemon, they're going to be like, hey, I'm investing. You see what I'm saying? You always have that investing mindset. Once you get into it, you're gonna never like get away from it. You see what I'm saying? That's always gonna be something that's gonna be around. The investing mindset always stays with you. You see what I'm saying? You're always looking for opportunities out there to invest because it stays in your head. It's such a fun game to do. But it's like I said, there's different things. Pokemon is one of the best spaces because Pokemon kind of, it's easy for people to understand a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Buy a product, hold it for a long period of time, and sell it. When, like I said, you can take those different aspects and take them into different asset classes, and what you've learned, I feel like Pokemon is kind of the benchmark of, like, I mean, like, you mean like that, you can start in other investments. Of course, if you start in other investments, that's good too, but I'm saying for people that don't get into other investments and start out with other investments, they're learning with Pokemon and they can branch out to other investments. And let's say Pokemon eventually down the road, they don't want to do Pokemon, they can go in, they're still going to have that investing mindset, like I said, and go into different asset classes and grow their wealth over time. So that is why I feel like really Pokemon is going to create a lot of wealth for people, and it actually makes people invest wealthy over time because it's all about the mindset. You see what I'm saying? You're learning a lot with doing this and buying these products and learning and going through different markets and learning what actually happens and stuff like that. Seeing a product go down 50%. I mean, I haven't seen that yet personally, but you know, it happens. Seeing that go down, seeing what your emotions are, learning from that, selling out of a product that goes down 50%, and then seeing it go up 200%. You learn those different kind of things in these markets, and that is what makes you a good investor and makes these people over time. You're like, okay, I learned from this. If it goes down, why am I going to sell it? It's going to go right back up here in a little bit too. So you learn those different things. You learn the different aspects that it is to actually become a truly successful investor. So that is just my opinion. That is what I think, and I'm glad people do it. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people give a lot of hate to Pokemon investors, but I feel like it's really good for the hobby itself and kind of people in general because it helps them out. You see what I'm saying? They learn something that they might have never learned in general. Pokemon might have been like the one place where they stopped and got into Pokemon investing and got into investing in general. If they never got into if they never got into the Pokemon investing side, they would have never gotten into investing in general. Like, they would have never gotten into these different kind of asset classes and stuff like that, like I said. But that's just my opinion on it. I would love to hear what y'all think. I know this is a different kind of video, but I feel like this is kind of needed because to make you feel better and kind of, you know, actually be like, okay, yeah, this makes sense. If I'm not going to stick with Pokemon, I can do other different things out there. There's always different other investments. Pokemon is not the only investment out there, but you have to invest into something. You see what I'm saying? Invest into something. But I love Pokemon. I really went heavier into Pokemon this year because I love it and I really think of it long term. It's going to really succeed. So that's just me personally, but let me know what y'all think. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. See you on the next one. Peace.